Hey guys, it's me Coral. Welcome back to my channel. Have you seen enough of my face lately? Today I'm here with my goals for 2020, my reading goals that is. Now, I did pretty good with my goals for 2019. I tried not to be too lofty and I think that was good. So I'm here again trying not to be too lofty in my goals, but there are a couple things that I've switched around and things I want to do and I wanted to share them with you. So the first thing is that I've got 10 books that I've chosen as 5-star predictions, and I'd really like to get through all of those this year because that's one goal last year that I failed miserably. I think I only read 5 or 6, I think 6 of the 10 last year, and I included books that, well, one book in particular that I was like, I never ever thought about reading it. So I'm like, why did I put that on there? It was House of Leaves. So that's not going to be included this time. So I think the biggest thing that I'm kind of changing up this year is that instead of making like a book count goal, like I want to read this many books this year, I'm really going to try to do instead like a page count goal. Because I do find myself avoiding bigger books, and it's not really because of my reading goal, but I'm hoping that if I'm trying to hit a page count number instead, that maybe I won't shy away from those as much. So I think I'd like to read 30,000 pages, and I hit that goal in 2019, but that it wasn't really a goal. So I'm hoping that I can do that again this year. There are a lot of big books that I would love to read, and books that I'd love to reread, which is another goal of mine, is to not shy away from books that I've already read if I want to reread them. I think I did really well with that in 2019, but previous years I definitely didn't reread stuff because of the other books I had on my shelf. So there are so many I want to reread. I want to reread The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. I'd really like to reread The Mists of Avalon this year. I'd like to maybe reread some of Stephen King's other books, and so I don't want to shy away from those just because I've read them before. Because what's the point in having favorite books if you don't, go back to enjoy them again once in a while? Another goal I have is to finish the series that I started, which is another one that I didn't do super good last year. I don't know why I'm like this, but I have a really hard time reading series. Even though I like them, I just can't read too many of the books in a row. And then I don't ever go back to read them again. So I want to stop doing that. I want to read series. It's a stupid thing. I want to break myself of that dumb habit. I'd also really like to read at least 35 books that I own as of 2019. I did pretty good with that last year, but I lowered that goal for this year because like I said, I'm trying to read some harder books that maybe I wouldn't have read, harder and longer books that I wouldn't have read last year. So that goal is a little bit lower. I think last year I said 45. This year I'm saying 35. And hopefully more than that even. That would be super great if I did that. Another thing I really need to work on is making sure I have room in my TBR for books that I've pre-ordered, because there have been a couple this year that I pre-ordered and then I don't have enough time and room to fit those onto my monthly TBR, and then they just don't get read right away for months. And if I'm pre-ordering a book, I'm pre-ordering it because I want to read it right away. So then I need to make sure that I make room and make the time to be able to do that when I pre-order books, because new books are expensive and I don't buy many books for full price. So if I'm spending the money to have it right away, I better fucking read it right away. or I'm gonna be mad at myself. Another thing I was not very good at in 2019 was my star jar picks. I want to try to keep doing that every month. I've done it for January, and I want to make sure that I don't overwhelm myself with the amount of books that I'm trying to read. And because when I do that, I usually put off the star jar pick and then it never gets read. So there are like 5 or 6, oh my god. There's at least 4 books that I did that to last year. And I don't think I'm gonna read them this year unless I pull them again. But I need to stop doing that because what's the point of doing it if I'm not gonna fucking read them? Just like everything else, what's the point? Okay, and the last 2 goals kind of have to do with what I want to read this year. I'd really like to do vlogs for The Ship of Theseus, which I plan on reading this year, and depending on how I feel after that, maybe one for House of Leaves. Like I said, I'm trying to read harder books this year. I want to do vlogs for those as I read them, but I'm not really sure how I want to go about it. Or I guess I'm not really sure the people who are watching it, do they want like real reactions to stuff where there might be spoilers, or do they not want spoilers, I guess. So I guess that depends on what you guys think about that. That will definitely dictate how I do it, I think. So let me know on that one. Another thing I'd like to do is to reread one of V.C. Andrews' series during the summer. It'll be like a gothic summer. I think I'm gonna do the Castile series. That is the one that starts with the book Heaven. That's my favorite one. It's been so long since I've read it. Like I said, I'm going to reread things that I want to reread. So I don't know, maybe people would like to join in on that. I'm not sure if it would be like a, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, you guys. I'm just like spitballing, I guess. But I really love V.C. Andrews' books, and that one's my favorite. And I think the summer is a perfect time of the year to read a good gothic horror book, and I would really like to do that this summer. So I think those are my goals, and I hope to really rock the shit out of them. I'm trying to be easy on myself so I don't overwhelm myself, because I can get too ambitious sometimes, especially when I have the trope stuff going on as well. Sometimes I smush those in. Ooh, that's another thing I need to work on. I need to make sure that I'm reading them ahead of time and that I'm not trying to smush them in right before I have to film the video. But also, I can't do it too far ahead of time because then I might forget some of the details, which isn't good either. So I've got to find a good balance for that. And I'm trying. So those are my goals for 2020. So this will be my 2nd year on YouTube, which is really exciting. I cannot believe the growth that I've had. A lot of it is thanks to you guys. It's thanks to YouTubers who have watched my videos and told other people about my channel. I cannot express how grateful I am for all of you who watch my videos and who recommend my channel to other people. It is literally invaluable when you just talk to somebody else about your favorite booktubers, whether it's a big channel or a small channel, but specifically people who have a smaller following on YouTube really benefit from that. So thanks for being so fucking awesome, and thanks for watching, and thanks for everything. I will see you guys in another video very soon, so keep your peepers peeled, okay? Okay.